Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I was doing this for a friend of mine, and I've started noticing because I was going to play with it. It's not a RGB black; it's a green G28. I'm not going to take the time to figure out what it is, but I'm going to convert it to black, to RGB black, and I'm going to go through here. I'm going to get all the blacks. See, that's the same thing. Now the ones I filled in earlier are black, so we're going to take this, hold down the shift key, take this, and you'll see where I'm getting at with this. And I've converted, I think, everything to black. Now, this is how I would engrave this item. This looks like a pretty neat thing for a person, maybe somebody retiring from the Navy. And let's see how big it is. It's almost 3 inches tall or wide, so I'm going to go 5 inches. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use our find and replace. Find object, begin new search, and you'll see where I'm going with this. Fields, uniform fields, next. Specify color, and this is just the safest way to take your eyedropper tool, and there's our black. X out of that and go next. Finish. Find all, nudge them over. There's all your blacks. Now I missed a few of these inner pieces, but because we're using this shift or the nudge tool, we can nudge these right over. And the reason I'm kind of showing you this is because this is how I would engrave this. And there's a few more blacks in there that it did not find, but it's part of that object, so I'm going to leave that alone. We could nudge those over, and you probably could break these apart, but I'm not going to go there for the video. Then what I would do is I would select all this, and I would Control G. And then I would select all this and I would Control G. I would move that out of the way. I would put this in the laser, move this a little closer. Because you're using the nudge distance, they're always going to be right back. I would engrave this at whatever power and whatever speed you want and get it deep and dark and black. Then I would nudge this out of the way and I would put this in and I would engrave it at 100 power or 100 power at 90 speed or something, and just kind of look at, you could do this all at one time, but you can't control. I mean, some of these darker grays are going to kind of look black, but if you do it in a two-step process, and then if it's too light, you could always run it again, but you can't change the black. I've done this a lot of times when there's some grays and blacks, and I'm always glad I did because it makes it look unbelievably much better. Take my word for it and give it a shot. So just take it. You've got your two groups. I would do the black first, engrave that at 100 power at 50 speed, make it really deep, put that on, and you can actually do that inside your laser. You wouldn't have to click on the black, but it's better just to get it out of the way, and then run this at 100 power at 60 or 70, 80, 90 speed. Then if it's not quite deep enough, go a little darker. You can't change this, but you can always change that. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.